And I'm back. Let's talk about Gears of War. Alright, everybody, so Gears of War's been out over a week and a half by now, and we have some numbers, and people are stretching it one way, people are stretching it the other way, and I just want to talk about it because not everything has to be turned into a negative. I know, how funny is that, right? So after the weekend it launched officially, not the Ultimate Edition, but the proper full-on launch, after 3 days, it was reported that there were 3 million players. Now, that's a lot of players. That's more than Forza Horizon 4. And the thing about that is, Forza Horizon 4, incredible game. But people didn't all of a sudden say back then, well, it didn't sell well. It didn't do well at all because everyone got it on Game Pass. That wasn't a thing then. But for Gears, it's a thing apparently. It's quite peculiar because it's never been a thing. Now, people are looking at the UK sales chart, and here's the thing, and I mentioned this on the podcast the other day, that mentioning UK sales numbers for certain games now, or most games, don't even make much sense because look at the times compared to Gears of War 3 to Gears of War 5, or Gears 5. Back then, games barely launched day and date digitally. There were never any day one sales because over in here in the UK, you can always get good deals day one, be it Amazon, other places. There's also people buying it with the discount from Game Pass, and there's people getting digital codes. There's multiple different ways of getting games now, but back then, you'd either order the game physically, go to a shop, and maybe sometimes buy a game digitally. So we have to take in all those numbers into account. And also people going around saying, oh, people got Gears of War, or should I say Gears 5 for $1. And all I could think is, like, do people not have brains? Do people not remember the fact that you can only get that deal once? And last time I checked, I've seen hundreds of people, even thousands of people, saying they got that $1 deal months and months and months ago. So are people just lying to make the situation look bad? Because look, all intents and purposes, everything right now is looking good. Gears of War didn't have a ton of hype a few months ago because we didn't know much, but leading up into the launch, a lot of hype. People loved what they played in the beta, people loved what they were seeing in gameplay. The story looked fantastic, the new trailers looked good, they announced Batista to be in the game, and it launched, and it turns out people love it. Now, my review isn't out yet because, one, I've been busy, and two, I want to take my time with it. I don't like this idea of rushing through games to get a review out, because I feel like my review will be more indicative of what the whole campaign experience is like, because you shouldn't rush yourself through a campaign, like, in my opinion. Anyway, that's a story for another day. But my point is that that's a big number for 3 days. And remember, when that hit the sales chart in the UK, that was only on sale for 1 day. The chart ends on a Saturday. It released on the Friday. And people tend to forget that, because 20 odd thousand is actually pretty good considering other games get that, and it's considered a good number. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, or I should say Rise of the Tomb Raider back in the day, released on a Friday. I think that got 28,000 sales. That was a good number. But when you look at things like Drive Club in the UK, and we're not comparing company to company, but Drive Club launched on a Tuesday, and that for the week had 20 odd thousand sales. Again, I'm not saying sales are indicative of whether a game is good. I'm not saying people should talk about that game's sales because, again, people bought that digitally. People bought it by other means. My point is that a game can be successful, or I should say an Xbox game can be successful, without people having to reach for reasons to try and tear it down, because for all intents and purposes, people are enjoying the game. Anyway, that's my 2 cents for today. I just thought I'd talk about it because it's been on the back of my mind. Anyway, I've got more videos coming out soon. Hope you enjoy them. And yeah, please hit like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I am out. Everyone, have a good day.